Hello everybody and welcome to yet another webinar here at Microverse. Today joining with me are Eduardo Telaya. He's a Chief Technical Officer, teaching assistant and, and a software architect at DevSec and a Senior Drupal Developer at Lullabot. Also with me is Elizabeth Villagelos. She's a student at Microverse, and my name is Cheda and I'm a student at Microverse as well. So before we begin with the presentation that Eduardo has prepared for us, we'll give the word to Elizabeth so she can tell us more about Microverse and Lunch and Learns in general. So Elizabeth, please take the word.
Good morning. Well, as you might be aware of, if you're not, please reach out for us to more information. Microverse is a program for remote software developers that is completely free until we get a job. In our main curriculum, we cover from data and algorithms, HTML, Ruby on Rails, JavaScript, React, and Redux. We actually are based in pair programming. So we go to school full-time from 8 until 5 every day, and we have coding partners that are also remote. So throughout the world, we get to know each other until we both get a job. Every couple of weeks, we organize these kind of things like these lunch and learns with guest speakers like Eduardo in order to inspire our students to get perspective from professional software developers who work in freelancer, open source, or just remotely. We open this lunch and learn so you can get inspired with as well. Over to you, Cesar, sorry.
Okay, thank you, Elizabeth. So we will now begin with our topic for today. It's 7 tips I learned from 70 and more hackathons. Eduardo, if you will be so kind to present us with your story.
Sure. First of all, good morning, everyone. Cynthia, Sidor, Cher, I noticed that you are in the chat, and thank you as well, Microverse, for hosting this event. That is really a great opportunity for everyone to learn. From my experience, it's not like checking. I had to pass over and over again challenges that I had to face, sad moments, not having a mentor, difficult situations, and be happy with it, So these are the tips that I basically have from my experience, and I believe this is really a great opportunity for all of you. It has been really helpful for many of my students, many people who I'm very proud of them, because now big companies, they have a very good relationship on their company that they're working on. So I hope you enjoy this presentation. All right, and now my presentation is a little bit about 7 tips I learned from more than 70 experience. So I'm a senior Drupal Lullabot for Telaya. As you began everything, University out of Peru. Well, I have to translate this. It is Universidad out, and it's located, of course, in Peru. It's a sort of a brand new university. Now there are like 11 careers, but I study system engineer. It's known as computer science. But computer science is easy. We have system engineer, and we have many different courses. And within those courses, we have algorithms, data mining, and so on. But also we have project management. So not the course itself. I mean, the first 2 grades I got like 8s as a grade. We have from 0 to 9, so you get like 8 or 7. So it was very difficult for me. And even you want to learn like 3 years of computer, you have to learn a lot. My partner, computer science, graduated from institutes. It was like 3 years. Oh my God! So how am I going to be the best? And I only have like few months to be, to be good. So I started to read many books. Okay, I have the whole of it first, the whole series of and so on. So I discovered those books thanks to Amazon. Of course, an overflow. So I started to read this practice over and over again. I just copying and pasting source codes just to make sure that they work. But it was difficult. It's not memorizing. It's about step by step how to figure out a problem, and you have many approaches, right? So I remember one uh, of my first kind of small projects that I did by myself. It was a tic-tac-toe, which the experience, of course, wasn't good enough. The bank, how it works, how the lottery works, how it works, and so I like stay at my house like many over. I remember that I also had a project in university that I took it so seriously that it was like my job basically, like even more than 60 hours per week, just being very focused on the project and really work with Waze, database, strats. I'm not mistaken, strats. But I try a lot of new technologies at a time. Well, we have even more, but so it was very challenging. My idea was to create and then keep up to date. I feel like I had a lot of power with me. I feel like, okay, I know a lot about the Java. I know a lot about the data structure. I feel very confident with databases. So I felt, that's why I sent my CV, my curriculum, to many companies. I sent over like more than 100 CVs. On the other hand, I didn't receive any response. So I needed to do something additionally. What I did was to really call me. Hey, I'm going to interview test coding skills, and I'm gonna be your right, developer. That's what he said, and the person told me, okay, you are in. Just come tomorrow at the time you are saying, and you're going to be there. So I had to change of strategy. If you don't get the way of doing things, so see, it wasn't working for more than 100. I needed to change of strategy, and this has helped me always a lot. Change of strategy, not only when sending your CV, but also when facing a project or when you have a challenge. Okay. Then I have more responsibilities of family. I have to developers as well. I join a company, and normally every day like 10 to 15 projects, websites, the majority of them. So I had to lead a team of developers, not only web developers, QA analysts, editors, designers. We have like a big blackboard, and with each row a project, pre number A, number B, number C. Wow, I'm very. Most of the projects they had like specific deadlines, and because a specific TV commercial at a specific time, and in that TV commercial, okay, visit a website. Oh no! So we to college. I was in charge of my family. So I had my thesis, so another projects and another staff activities. So what I did was basically to have books with me because I had to commute like 1 hour and a half or 2 hours. So 2 hours for commuting is really a great opportunity to read books, to listen to podcasts, to listen. If you're not listening anything about technology, then listen something about uh, you know tips from other persons or tips. Hey, take it easy, work hard, it's to help you relax. Reading books is a great opportunity, being on the bus and so on. So this has helped me a lot because it helped me my brain be very active energy, but in health terms I was not sort of good, but then I changed to work remotely, and I am working remotely for about 6 years because for many reasons. First of all, you can have your own time. You can relax, you can balance work and life, but it has also advantages and disadvantages that, well, I'm not going to talk about that is specific working as a remote. It's really good. You can run, then what? Leading as a team of developers really new for me, and I couldn't go faster, go fast because you have all your team. You have to go with them, and sometimes I was kind of depressed or sort of or I can't dedicated, but you a task or other bugs or help your team members, so it's not also about the hard skills, but it's also soft skills. Hey, hey, can I help you with, but whatever you do, and this was very important, but at least keep moving forward with small tasks, keep moving forward. You at the end of the day, you will have a feeling, okay, I have done this feature, this task, I have helped this friend, I have helped my coworker with this, and so on. Right? So, okay, we always want to go fast. There are many things, there are many technologies. Whenever I realize this, but take it easy, But okay, and then I had the opportunity to travel a lot. This is because I love teaching. My parents are teachers, so I love a lot teaching. I courses, I just did it for free, but and then a company, you're doing an awesome job, and okay, here is an school scholarship for you to go to, which is basically which I belong to, and also to LA and so on. So I have visited many cities: Nashville, LA, Amsterdam, also Bogota. I have won many hackathons. I love hackathons, and this is something that I want to talk about the 7 tips of hackathons. Hackathons is really a great opportunity. If I had, had the opportunity to participate as a student, on a hackathon, it would have been so awesome. So I participated when it was there was just one per year, and now we have 20 around. But what else? And also these hackathons have helped me a lot, to. So most of the times I go and companies tell me, hey, I know you already. Let's go to an interview and so on. But I'm going to explain each tip by tip, on the next slides. I suggest you, all of you, have a mentor. I didn't have a mentor until I started my job, basically, which he was pretty cool. But in university, I didn't have a mentor. But find a mentor, someone who guides you about this. Have a mentor so that he can normally find, if it's possible, a community when. But if you have someone who has more years of experience, then he should be your mentor because he has already passed this, the challenge. Not really about the hard, in terms of soft skills. I mean, family, values, how to work with situations about your personal life, because that is very important. You will find a place where you have your personal life, family, and then you will have work, and you have to make it like a balance. It's really important. You see many challenges in coding you have, but if not, a mentor, then start hacking tools a lot. Go, and this is about I want to talk about 7 tips that I learned from more than 70 hackathons. They will definitely boost on your career. First of all, it's that I always, this is the first tip about leadership. So having a team, to lead, for me was difficult. It was my first time. Just the only times that on university and school,
Eduardo?
when doing yes.
Eduardo, sorry to interrupt you. Yes, sorry to interrupt you, but we're having issues with our audio. Would you mind turning off your camera so we can try to improve that connection? Sorry to interrupt you. You can please continue now. Thank you.
Okay, so one of the powerful tips is about leadership. So leadership for me is everything. It's everything. I wish I could know about it. Well, I knew about it from Google Slides. I knew about it from other persons who thought, hey, be a leader. I knew about it for presidents and so on, but I didn't know how much important it is to lead. First, your first time on a hackathon, then I suggest you to lead a team. But of course, there are many tips around this. First of all, you have you have to know, as a leader, you have to know a little bit about the context, what's about the hackathon, if you have maybe a project in mind, or in general terms, maybe you know about a technology, maybe you know about the architecture or technical approach for that project, you know, and then you have already a plan with you, right? With on your hands, you have already a plan, and this is really helpful because when you want to join a team, for instance, they do a lot of meetups, and they say, okay, start joining a team, and then you have to say my name is and I know the following. It says here that my screen sharing has been disconnected. I'm gonna share again.
Yes, we lost the presentation, so you need to reinitiate it.
Okay,
right.
And now? Perfect.
Now it's loading. Right?
Okay, so leading, as I'm mentioning, is very important because it will help you, you know, when you have a group of developers, a group of QA, a group of analysts, and you have to be like 2 steps in additional, you know, among your team. Of course, you will not know everything, but you will rely on your team members. Then you will have to know, hey, what's going on? Hey, my friend, can I help you with the following? You know, you're like a father for all of them, right? And on a hackathon, you have like 24 hours, 8 hours, or 12 hours. Of course, you have to have these soft skills, and you have to mention, you have to smile, you know, you have to say, let's do it, my friends, you know. Um, but you have to be the leader, right? You have to being the leader means be proactive, right? So anticipate to the problems that you will think that will happen. So make a plan. Okay, from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. we want to do the following. Okay, from 11 a.m. to I don't know to 12. Talking about, you know, their skills. Maybe some of them have more soft skills than hard skills. They like talk a lot, you know, interact, stand up. Okay, so they may be, you know, the analysts, the project managers, or someone wants to find a lot of defects on stuff. Okay, so that's the QA person, or someone just wants to focus on coding. Okay, that's the, you know, that's the developer. So identify all of that, but you have to realize, and you're not using your coding skills for that. You're using just your your sense, your common sense, your eyes. You listen to them, right? And then you start saying, okay, here's the plan. You want to be focused on that. What do you think about it? You know, and it depends on the kind of leader that you would like to be. But of course, always smile, propose stuff, not smiling over and over again, but you have to give the confidence, you know, and that is very important. This is very important that you can practice, you know, and it is going to be really helpful on your career. For instance, on this image, I am helping my team members. You know, I am also coding. I am also developing. I am also doing a QA, and I'm also doing some troubleshooting with database. But you know, doing many stuff, wearing many hats, but also helping the whole team. And here I am talking to others. I am expressing, you know, my general idea. I am also, you as a leader, you have to also listen to also your friends, even though this is a single bug that they have fixed, even though there is a single small feature they have already implemented, even though it's just a small idea, just say clap, say very good, my friend, and also make sure you also give the leadership, or give the chance to others to talk, give the chance to others to pitch. Okay, I have pitched many times. Normally, I do give the opportunity to others, to pitch on the hackathon, to lead on searching features, to lead on the area of development, to lead on the area of QA. Give the opportunity for them to lead, and they will be very happy about it. It will be their first time, they will feel, oof, with a lot of energies themselves. I told him, "Here you go. You're a project manager, and he started his job as a project manager, and now he keeps working as a project manager. And now when he goes to conference on events, I am the project manager. So this kind of words inspires other. Not it could be like, okay, I feel great, but then in the journey they will believe in themselves, and they will think, okay, I am the project manager, right? Or my friend also tell him, you are a great developer, you are a great developer, and you do a lot of stuff, and now he's using cutting edge, he's trying out cutting edge development stuff, right? But to inspire others, you have to do it yourself, and then make sure you give the leadership to other one as well, so that they can feel confident. Of course, you have to guide. All right, and the other tip is networking. Oh wow, you meet a lot of persons, on a hackathon. For instance, on the picture which is on the left, well, in this hackathon about the NASA, um, all of them, they are not developers. One of them is mathematics, the other one is medicine, architecture, um, this civil engineer, industrial engineer, chemical engineer, so on. So it was there. Then those people that you meet, they invite you to other conference, and in those conferences that you go, they invite you to work on their companies, so on. I have received many until now, received many job opportunities, around the world, from different big companies in Switzerland, to travel to the United States, to LA, Miami. Wow, different countries, Argentina, Colombia, because of the hackathons. You know a lot of persons. You meet a lot of persons, and it's a great culture. It's very valuable. Of course, one of my tips when you do, my business, I learned from one of my friends who we want to go to San Francisco for for AngelHack, because we won here in Peru. What he didn't teach me, but I saw from him. He didn't have a business card. Instead of that, he took his smartphone. He just, hey, what's your name? What's your phone number? Da, da, da. Okay, so let's keep talking with this. Okay, and then he already has the phone number, the person's name, because when having a business card, it's fine, but you accumulate, a lot, and then when you go back home, unless you have enough time, to start, eh, a person with a smartphone, then ask, for the name, for the phone number. Of course, before that, you have to have like a small talk, conversation with you. but networking is very important. You know, you meet a lot of persons. You meet a lot of persons. Most of them invite you to conference events, to be judge. I also had the opportunity to be judge, to be mentor, so on. So I remember that I recommend a friend to be a mentor. I basically mentioned to him like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, go, 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 and then he went as a mentor, and he was so happy about it, and then he was invited over and over again. There were still, make networking, with people. It's for a reason, right? His career has changed since that. Okay, on a hackathons, it's really a good opportunity to try out cutting edge technology. Okay, we know the C++, Java. We can also try other technologies like Flutter. It's a mobile kit which compiles for both Android and iOS. I remember that we launched an application, Firefighters, which says 1,500 Peruvian lines currently, and we have won a hackathon because of that. We went to San Francisco, we appeared on TV, newspaper, and so on. At the beginning, we used React Native. React Native for it's 8 hours, and then after two years around, Flutter was released as beta. So what I did was to study Flutter, and it was a great technology. And then I went to a point. Okay, we will have more advantages on Flutter on the context of our application. Okay, let's switch. From the React Native to Flutter. And then I talked all my friends, convinced all my friends, and now they're working with Flutter technology. I'm very happy to say that now they're working for T-Mobile. And wow, they're working for T-Mobile with a team of people of like 30 persons. I'm QA, managers, senior hackathons, and other hackathons. The hackathons that I love organizing are basically similar to the Facebook movie, with a swimming pool, with a big house, with music, with a lot of food. Oh, it's so great, and we try a lot of cutting edge technology. Also data science is another one. So, any other technology that you think is new for you, even it is old a little bit old in the market, like 3 years for you, but go ahead, try, keep trying, keep trying. So trying cutting edge technology allows you many job opportunities. Your mind great because your topic of conversation with another person, with another software architect, with another investor, and so on. It's really helpful. Also, another tip is reinforce a new technology or figure out a way to make it better. For instance, I'm a senior Drupal developer, so I like building stuff as quickly as possible. So normally for a feature that I build, it takes me 4 hours. But on a hackathon, I had the chance, okay, I want to figure out how I can do it 60%, 80%, 90% faster with other commands, automate all my stuff. And this is a really great opportunity for doing it. Recognition, of course. Hackathon a lot maybe a scholarship, a scholarship. We went to San Francisco twice, one for AngelHack and the other one for TechCrunch. So, and we were very happy and proud proud of that. On the first time, we had our own personal mentor, okay, which is called Pins. Is blockchain blockchain consultant from IBM and Harvard, and now he is our mentor. And the second time we went to San Francisco, which was last year on November, he basically welcomed us to San Francisco back again, and he with him we went to all the conferences and to listen to conference. You're here to meet people, just meet people. So all people, everyone was sitting, and we were just on the corner waiting that that the conference is over to talk basically with people who have already talked about the conference. Hey, your conference was great, so on. We are from Peru, blah blah blah. Here is our names, here is our numbers. Okay, talk to you around. Okay, and so on. We went to conference. We have been like going from first floor, second floor, third floor, and then back again. One first floor, second floor, first floor. Oh my God, we've been like okay. So and this is because we won a scholarship, because we won a hackathon online. This is something very important. There are hackathons, on physical addresses, and also hackathons online as well. Okay, let's continue. Oh, and of course, the recognition is very important because you appear on TV, newspaper, whenever you want to mention, when you meet other people, hey, I have appeared on TV, newspaper. This elevates, and brings you on opens, to different job opportunities, to to other opportunities to give conference, to mentor others, and so on. Boost your career, basically. Of course, sixth tip: job opportunities. Many, but many jobs. On hackathons, normally they have many sponsors. And those sponsors are looking sometimes some of them ask you, okay, do you know English, Spanish, French, because they want to interact, they want you to interact with others, if you want to apply for a job. So all hackathons have sponsors, and those sponsors, uh, they may need at the moment or not, developers, QA, analysts, project managers, and so on. So it's really a great chance, to be hired for them, or you can just look for those companies and apply for a job, Or sometimes at some day, not in the hackathon, but in next 2 months, they can interview you. Hey, I noticed that you went to this hackathon and you look very interested. Uh, we will so job opportunities you will have it when you go to hackathon. Whether or not you win, you can win or not on a hackathon. You also are there, to pitch and talk. That's why this job opportunity is close relationship with a network. I remember we on a hackathon. Of course, not all the more than 70 hackathons I haven't won, but also connection, people. And on the job opportunities, I remember that I was offered a great job opportunity, but for the first place, they didn't get the job opportunity. They didn't offer that job opportunity. Why? Because of many things. The soft skills, the hard skills, the technology that we use, the soft skills that we use, and so on. We have the job place, they have other. So since you are already there, you are starting to rock. You are a star right there. Okay. also have fun, and try to make it a hobby, make it a hobby, fun, just relax, chill out. For me, it's like I always people tell me, "Hey, what's your hobby?" Developing and also going to hackathons because you meet friends, people. It's like going to like some of my dance club, but for hackathons. Go meet people. Have a lot of fun, keep smiling, build this strong relationship with your friends. Now, that's most of the time very student was very introvert. I couldn't speak anything around. But then I started my own company. Then I started to lead a team. Then I started to give conference events, participate, lead, hackathons, and then somehow I started to be more like have more soft skills, interact with others, so on. But keep it easy, relax, chill out. Smile as well. Smiling also allows you to have big, friends, more networking, more your opportunities as well. Have fun. We are all humans. We are persons. Want to build connections. Make it a hobby. Well, that's you will learn a lot. You will learn a lot from others as well. Well, some kind of resources that you may want to like tap into to win a hackathon, your first hackathons guide. And thank you so much. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'm gonna be here.
Okay, Eduardo. So would you please stop presenting and show yourself so we can discuss questions that are already been asked and
Sure.
ask you some more questions, right? So we have noticed that it seems you lose a lot of packets at regular intervals. Like you just got out at some point, so we couldn't really hear the whole story you had for us, right? But we heard the most of it. So are you here with us? Because I don't see you, and I want to see you. Okay.
No?
Just wait
Yes.
until you render. Okay, there you are. So we have two questions from a person called Grace. So have you been to Africa for any technology conferences?
Okay, not yet, but it would be really, nice to know about to be there, inspire and help others. One of my objectives when I was wanted to help persons, when I was very adult, but I'm a kind of impatient guy, so I just started to do it already. I started with the firefighters, not with the firefighters, but with all government puts you like a block right here. So for firefighters, we have to do web scraping.
Okay, Eduardo, are you there? You just cut out in the middle of a sentence.
I think he is.
What's your business model? And I mentioned, oh, we don't have a business model. We are here to save lives. We are here to help firefighters. So one of my objectives is help people. Help people. Because I also received a mentorship when I was working, and I also want to help others. So it will really be a great opportunity to be in Africa and help and inspire other young students. To do all their best because I have discipline. I have noticed all my friends, my coworkers, many times they're very intelligent. Um, you are as well. So it's just, just to kind of and sort of be aligned, what you are looking for, and then you will do it.
So if I understood you correctly, a lot of people in Africa can expect to see you in a lot of tech conferences in the future. And if you have a clear vision of what you want to do with your company, business success is coming with the accomplishment of this vision. So it's not profitly oriented, like goals are not the profit, but actually a vision is a goal behind your company, right?
Because I lost you.
Okay, so you did not
Yeah,
hear
okay.
the whole
Okay.
question, right?
Yeah.
So what parts did you hear so we can focus on that, right?
Okay. So what I was able to hear is that you wanted me to focus, my business on helping others, and then I lost the audio.
Mm-hmm. So I asked you, when thinking about your company, you are suggesting that we should have a clear vision for what our company wants to achieve and never think a lot about the profits, because they come with the success of the company that is followed by establishing that vision that we have set for the company itself.
Basically, it's not about the company. I mean, how we can help. I don't expect any money. Going to conference, going to events, helping others, building applications for the society. I don't expect any of that. Many people tell me, "Hey, how are you profitable? Hey, how are you making money? Hey, why we are not doing the following? Hey," and I feel so proud in building this stuff, and it helps others. When mentoring other people, you feel a lot of proud Okay, money can. I'm doing it. It's a great company to work. But then on my free time, I love helping others. And Lullabot not helping us, sponsoring, helping us with the firefighters. But I do it with all my heart, inside, all my mind, to help others. I put it like business one side, other person's the other side. But of course, I use my own budget for that, and I feel very happy.
Okay, so we have a question from our student Burhan. He seems to be waiting to get a positive reply to enter a hackathon, and he asks you, do you have any advice for him to create a nice team in his case of going to a hackathon, or he should move individually? Because he thinks the problem is not as big that a team is needed to handle it.
Okay. I lost. What is the question? Muguri, right? He has made when studied. That's the question, right?
Yeah, Burhan Turker. Yes.
So the question is it the same? He has mentioned that he had this now or additions. Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
So I had mentors, but these mentors is not like, hey, I am with you the 8 hours, No. These mentors, okay. So you should this, and you should follow this. Okay, bye. And then he will go into days or and then in 5 or 2 minutes. It's really helpful, but it's not like having eight hours. And no, comfortable with your decisions. Okay, this is something that it is always going to. I mean, you're going to feel like with a lot of doubts, in mind. Okay, is this decision fine or not? Is this decision fine or not? Is this decision right or not? You're gonna have like plan A, plan B, plan C. Which of these plans is correct? You know. So, suggestion like a project plan quickly. Spend like 40 minutes or 15 minutes. Try to write this plan on a Google Doc. That's what I know. And then, hey Frank, can you please send him an email or WhatsApp, whatever? Hey Frank, this is what I'm going to do. This is the context. These are my technical proposal solutions. Proposal solution number A, letter B, C, and D. And you have to mention as well, okay, I believe, according to this problem, or according to the hackathon, I believe break is the best one for. So you will have this Google Doc already with you, and then send this to him already. You send this, and this is very helpful because it is already summarized. It is already, you're mentioning the problem. You're mentioning. I'm going with number 8. Do you have any objections or any suggestions? Okay. You wait for a response, but in the meantime, you keep working on your, for instance, number 8, letter 8. Okay, if you don't receive any, a message back, okay, but you work, with the decision 8. But if you receive feedback, then it's okay. Sometimes it is not like sign. No, you have mistakes. You have lots. I still, sometimes doubt. Is this decision fine or not? Fine or not? Fine or not? But it's is that you decide once it's the time. This is the decision. A, B, and C. Right? And you don't have to doubt at that time because you have already thought about it. Being a leader also, okay, it's okay, but you are with your team. Your team is, trusting in you. Okay, it may be at the end the wrong decision, but you have already learned. And hackathon is like a low risk environment, to be the leader, and also to make mistakes. It's a low risk environment. Yeah, you will make mistakes. I did many mistakes, but you learn from them, and when you learn from them, it makes you a good leader. Now leader in both. There are persons how to smile, how
Okay, Eduardo,
connect with people. That's basically.
Eduardo, we have we have a little time left, and we have a lot of questions. So if you can answer the next one briefly. So one of our students, Burhan Turker, he is announcing that he's going to his first hackathon, and he's asking, is there any advice to create a nice team, like on the fly, or he should go alone because he thinks the project is not that big?
Oh, okay. It will depend a lot, on his context. Maybe if on this hackathon he knows with ahead of time what's the hackathon about. If there is a topic around, my suggestion would be the create like this with this stack, because he may not, and I feel comfortable with. I need a designer. If he thinks I need, if you need more developers to build his 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 project, then he will need team members. It could be at the beginning, since he's starting, try with his friends, because you know your friends already, But if not, then it would be like an additional step, meet new people and start interacting with them. And then it's like you are a company and you have to interview to others, You have to interview quickly. Hey, what do you do? Hey, do you like this? I want to tell you my project about this. You have to have a small pitch. Hey, do you like this idea? Would you like to participate with me? Okay, let's do it. So, with your friends, try to start with your specific stack technology that you know, and this will have have confidence with you and also your team. So you have to have confidence in yourself. First of all, having your project idea, having your stack, because this is on that 24 hours first, and then try to find one friend or another. But first, this project idea and your stack, because it will or else, you will have like a team where they don't, they are not happy about it. You will frustrated, so on.
Okay, so the next question is from Benson. He's asking about your work schedule, where you mentioned that you have finished 15 software projects on time in 1 month with a team of 6 persons. If you can answer briefly on that one.
What was the question? Sorry about that.
So what was your work schedule when completing 15 software projects on time in 1 month with a team of just 6 persons?
Oh, okay. So it was from normally the working time to 6 p.m. So I stayed until 11 p.m. or 10 p.m. or 12 or 1 a.m. sometimes, or 2 a.m. Wow, so tough, so tough, but I learned my mind quickly.
Okay, so a question from Ahmed. How do you deal with lack of documentation when dealing with a cutting-edge technology such as a new programming framework?
Oh, that's a perfect question. Okay, so on React Native, at that time, we didn't have enough documentation, and it was very poor. So what I is create first of all hello world application, at least, and then you start doing the small things. Hey, let's do like a small calculator, 2 + 2, 4 by 4, 6 by 6, and then let's start doing more complicated stuff. Let's pass one data to another screen. Sometimes to you, hey, very good, very good. Number 2, number 3, and you when doing HTTP requests, get, post, update, and so on. And if you have the hackathon, of course, try to enumerate all of these tasks. Okay, from 1 to 150. 150, you have to do like a DB connection, or maybe a REST, and so on. But before that, you have to do all this stuff. Know about the data, loops, arrays, and you know already how to consume from an endpoint. And try to list all of that risks, or all of that, and try to put in those in small tasks, in all of the small tasks, basically, and try to celebrate all of your goals, and with ahead of time.
Okay, Eduardo, this is the final question. It was asked by our Elizabeth here. So would you say it's better to do on-site hackathons or online hackathons?
start with on-site hackathons, first of all, because the interaction will be much easier. You know, you will have the help right next to you. It's going to be much easier. And now, when you organize, yourself, you organize yourself. You will have like a good calendar. You will have maybe your Trello, your Jira, and so on. You have your own specific Slack communications, and then start work having fun on online hackathons. But start with your team and how to set expectations. A small chart or in agile iterations of 1 week, 2 weeks. List the risk, and But first of all, start with hackathons. Around your city.
Okay.
Because it's much easier to have your connection. Your friend next to you. Hey, I need help. Hey, quickly, right away.
Okay, Eduardo, thanks a lot for being here with us today. If you have anything else to add or share your social media links in the chat, please go ahead. And after you have your final word, we are ending this webinar. So that's your email, okay. Anything else you would like to add? Would you like to say anything?
Cynthia, Cheryl, Microverse, family, people who are attending from Microverse and people who are external on Microverse. This is for all of you. This is an hour, for you to inspire, to help you, boost in your career. I didn't have the chance, when I was a student. You have the chance. Take this opportunity, do it all the best that you can. Spread this knowledge, this experience with your friends, your co-workers, and just smile, be happy with it. We are all humans, and we can do it. We have in this life many, but many opportunities. We have our all sense, and we can do it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Eduardo. So we're closing this webinar. Thank you all for attending, for listening out to Eduardo's insightful story, and hopefully we have all taken a lot of takeaways from his story. So number one, smile and network and test out technology, right? See you on the next webinar. I don't know who will host it, but we shall see. Bye-bye.
Bye.